What's up, everyone? Today I'm bringing a deck for on my UAs. Now, UAs is a deck that won for the January 2021 voted deck thingy. Still don't have an official name for it because I can't come up with names for the life of me. And it's a deck kind of themed around sports. That's pretty much it. And yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. First, I run the 3 UA Liberal Spiker. Let's zoom in. You can special summon UA Liberal Spiker by returning 1 UA monster you control to the hand. That's pretty much the gimmick of most of the UA. It's kind of like a tag out kind of thing, kind of like a Magnet Warriors, Dragon Maids. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. And you can only special summon Liberal Spiker once per turn that way. But during your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can shuffle 1 level 5 or higher UA monster from your hand into the deck, and if you do, special summon 1 UA monster from your deck with a different name. So it's pretty good at getting out your different UA monsters. Next, I run the 3 UA Midfielder. This is a not basketball player. Why am I thinking basketball? Baseball. First when I saw this deck, I thought the whole deck was like baseball, but no, it's different sports. Like a Liberal Spiker, you special summon this card by returning 1 UA monster you control to the hand. And during either player's turn, you can target 1 other UA monster you control, return that face-up monster to the hand, then special summon 1 UA monster from your hand with a different name. So, tagging out, essentially. I also run the 3 UA Perfect Ace. Instead of getting my 3 ace, I got 1 ace and 1 midfielder. So I'm missing a couple. Oh well. Perfect Ace, same like the others in its special summoning requirements. However, once per turn during your opponent's turn, when a card effect is activated, you can discard 1 card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So this is the one you kind of want to end on, because that's your kind of like negate. So it's one of your best cards. I also run 3 UA Player Manager. Player Manager, if it's normal or special summoned. If you normal or special summon a UA monster, you can special summon this card from the hand. And if you do, you can activate one of these effects, target 1 card on the field, destroy it, or negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent on the field until the end of this turn. And the one really cool thing about Manager, that's if you normal or special summon, you can special summon it. So let's say you use one of these other UA monsters effects to special summon one from the hand. You can special summon this during your opponent's turn and negate all their effects. That's pretty good. So yeah, when I was first heard of this deck, I didn't think it was anything good, but yeah, it's a lot better than I thought it would be. I also play the 1 UA Rival Rebounder. That is basketball. You can special summon this card from your hand the same way as all the other UA monsters. And if this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn, you can special summon 1 UA monster from your hand or graveyard. So, kind of like more extending. I notice this deck is more active during your opponent's turn than yours, which is kind of odd because sure, you can summon all these monsters, but you won't be able to do a whole lot with them unless you I think there's a card where you can like link away during your opponent's turn, something like that. I don't know. I can't think of it at the moment. Also run the 1 Mighty Slugger. Once per turn, if it's a summon with its normal summoning requirements like all the rest, if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate cards effects until the end of the damage step. So it's pretty good during this is the one that, I guess that's best during your turn. I also run the 3 Ash Blossom and Joy of Spring, the 3 Nibiru, and the 2 Effect Veiler. I'm trying to drown out the dog barking. Hopefully it's working. I don't know. Now this is like my hand trap lineup essentially because there's some extra space and you know, like the UA can only be disrupted during your opponent's turn, so this just kind of like helps like double up the pain essentially. Moving on to the spells, we got the 3 UA Hyper Stadium. This is I think one of the newer cards. I don't quite know. However, this card also works for FA and UA. When this card is activated, you can add 1 UA or FA monster from your deck to your hand, or 1 UA Stadium from your graveyard to your hand. You reveal one field spell in your hand and pay 1,000. You can normal summon one UA or FA monster during the main phase, in addition to your normal summon, which is very useful. So, like to say, if you got both Milled Fielder and Liberal Spiker, you can special summon both of them to get more of your higher level UA monsters to the field. I also run the 2 original UA stadiums. So, you know, it looks a lot different from the My Hero Academia days, but you know, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist making that joke. You know, UA Sports Festival, UA Stadium, kind of ironic. However, the UA Stadium, when a monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, you can add one UA monster from your deck to the hand, and once per turn, if a UA monster on your side is special summoned, all monsters you currently control gain 500 attack. The one good thing is the first effect is not a once per turn, so however many monsters you normal summon, the more you can add. So let's say you essentially activate a Hyper Stadium and then activate UA Stadium on top of that. Then you can do the full like combo kind of thing. I also run the 1 Terraforming, search out your field spell. I also run the 3 UA Signing Deal. You gotta sign that big deal. Special summon 1 UA monster from your deck, but its effects are negated and also cannot be used as synchro or XYZ material for a summon. Whoops. It's pretty good at like starting your plays. Like let's say you don't open Liberal midfielder, it kind of like helps with that. So that's pretty cool. I also run the 3 Foolish Burial of Goods, mainly for the trap, as well as the 1 Rhoda, because this is a warrior deck. I run the 3 UA Penalty Box for my traps, as well as the 2 Infinite Impermanents. The UA Penalty Box, you may want this one in your grave, because you can banish this card from your graveyard to add 1 UA spell card from your deck. So this helps getting out your field spell or your UA, like a UA Signing Deal. And of course the Infinite Impermanence is Impermanence. Now moving on to the extract, I run the 1 Solde. This is pretty much just good in warrior decks in general. I run the 2 Barricade Board Blocker. This essentially special summons or adds a field spell back from your graveyard to your hand. I won the IP Masquerena package with Masquerena, Phoenix, Cerberus, and Unicorn. I won the 1 Appaloosa, the 1 Access Code, the 1 Boral Sword, and I actually run a Boral and Dragon in this one. For my synchros, I run a Savage Dragon, as well as a Clearwing, and an Omega, and lastly, an Abyss Dweller, just in case it comes up. Very rarely it does, though. So let me know, what do you think of the UA deck profile? Do you think FA is better? Do you think UA is better? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Bye!